Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more minute before we get started. Thank you so much for joining me much before time. Super excited to see you all. Thank you. Thank you for all the wonderful messages on the chat box. Welcome, everybody. 30 seconds more to go. Yes, it's important. You need to have a paper and a pen. I want you to make tons of notes because so much is there I want to share with you all. And I really like to thank you for taking some time and being here. Amazing. 10 seconds more. 5 seconds to go. And we are ready to roll. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. Can I welcome you all by waving my hand and with a big smile on? Welcome, welcome, everybody. I know I can't see you, but you're all able to see me. But I want you to participate with me as if you are in a live program. Yes, the best way to get best out of any webinar is to participate, completely, including with your body language. Yes. The idea about participating wholeheartedly is like this. What happens is normally when you do the online program, the first few minutes, you're like this. The later few minutes, you're like this. And after that, you choose a corner and you're there. Why? Because your mind is active, but your body is not. So I want you to have both your mind and body active so that you get the best out of this webinar. If you're ready for it, give me a big yes, put both your hand up and give me a good nod. Yes, Imran, we are ready to roll. Thank you. Come on, everybody. I know I can't see you, but I want you to get on to doing this. Are you with me on that? Come on, raise your hands, both of it, and say, yes, Imran, we are ready to roll. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And let me start with thanking you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking some time out of your busy life for your own life. Yeah, let me say that again. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy life for your own life. Yes, we are very busy people and we don't have time for our own self. And thank you for taking some time and showing up here in this webinar, because this webinar is focused on who you are as a person. Yes, we're going to talk about handwriting, we're going to talk about signatures, but deep down, this webinar is for you. So I want to first start with acknowledging you. Thank you for taking some time and being here. And you know what? I'm going to do complete justice. My commitment is I want to give you 500 times more than what you're expecting from this webinar. And it is only possible when you participate with me. So if you're ready to participate with me, come on, everybody. I want to see some action on the chat box. Let's make my chat box, bring the chat box on the fire. So can I see everybody ready on the chat box right now? Yeah, I want you to be laser sharp focused with me because this is a 90-minute webinar. And in this 90 minutes, we're going to do tons of practical aspects of who you are as a person, what does your signature has to say, and what does your handwriting has to say. If you're ready, come on, everybody, type in ready on the chat box. Yes, I'm reading everybody's text. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So are we ready to start? So here we go. Let me talk a little bit about myself. Is it okay if I can introduce myself? Because I want you to really understand why you should be listening to me. Imran, from what authority are you been talking about handwriting and signature? Why should I be actually listening to you? So here is my story. Thank you for the time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Imran Baig. I belong to a very beautiful city called Bangalore, which is in the state of Karnataka, one of the south states of India. And ever since I, got introduced to this science, it's been 18 years now. Trust me when I say this, this has become my way of life. Yeah, you'll be surprised. I have not done anything other than practicing, training this science of handwriting and signature analysis from past 18 years of my life. Yes, I don't have a corporate job. I don't have any other business. I don't do anything other than curating programs, creating content, and training and facilitating in the area of handwriting and signature analysis from past 18 years. And to to understand more about who I am, there are tons of media coverage. There's tons of love from the fraternity, from the media, which has actually acknowledged me and my work. And I've been extensively working with children, especially supporting them, post the pandemic to get back to their regular writing, and many more things. I've been working with some of the, established pen brands, supporting them in designing the best of pens for themselves and many more things. So here is my quick introduction. Please allow me to, share my website directly with you, and you can all access this. My website is very simple. It's imranbaig.com, and you can all see that there. So ladies and gentlemen, this is who we are, and this is what we do. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be showing you. Surely, please. Yes, I'm going to be bringing across. So there is my website. So this is. Allow me a moment, please. So let me share with you my website. Great. So you can all visit this. I am imranbaig.com. This is a website, and this is the mission. So thank you so much for taking some time and being here and supporting me in my mission to make 1 million people fall in love with writing and supporting them in forging their future using the power of pen. How many of you are interested to be a part of my mission? Yes, I'm going to share with you how you can join me in, taking the science to many more people and supporting them having the control over forging their own future. Come on, everybody, put your both hand and give me a good nod. Yes, Imran, I'm with you on that. So I firmly believe the power to change your life is inside of us, not outside. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the focus of today's session will be completely on this aspect, that how it is all inside of you, not outside of you. And you'll be surprised the type of information this handwriting is going to share with you, the signatures are going to share with you, and how everything is inside of you waiting to, explore. So are you all with me? Are you with me on that? Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. So there are tons of newspaper articles which we have talked about. Let me show you some of the recent ones. So this was a couple of months ago. I was interviewed by Indian Express, where I was talking about how handwriting is so crucial. And this is my Bangalore Mirror interview, which was published recently, when I'm talking about handwrite the mind and the body coordination. This was in midday Mumbai. So this is my work, and this is what I have been doing. So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to share what I'm so passionate about. And I'm so much excited about these sciences, because in the past 18 years of my life, I've seen lakhs of people getting benefited with a very powerful tool, not just about decoding signatures and handwriting, but it's something called as graphotherapy. And I'm going to be sharing that with you. Are you with me? So this is about who I am as a person and what you can look forward from this webinar. How many of you are excited? Come on, everybody. Show me some love on the chat box and type in excited. Let's get on to doing it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So are you ready? Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, all the information I'm going to be sharing with you right now, I want you to sit down and receive this wholeheartedly. And I also like to respect you're completely, welcome to disagree with me, because I want to make your participation stress-free. Because I know some of you have already, undergone, understanding of graphology. You have already seen how people are using this, but I want you to have the best of approach, the right approach towards this science. And this is what my commitment is. So if you're sitting there and wondering, Imran, what is that for me for out of this program, out of this webinar, I'm going to promise you 3 important things. Number 1, you are going to be introduced to this science the way exactly it has to be, because I want you to get a complete first-hand experience about what this science is about, what it can do and what it cannot do, and how you should be really looking at and approaching this science. Number 2, I'm going to share with you a very powerful tool called as graphotherapy. Yes, how you can make changes in your signature and influence your subconscious mind. That is what I'm going to be sharing with you. And number 3 is very, very important, how you can have this science as part of your life. Yes, I'm going to give you an opportunity where you can learn this science, apply it in your own life, and also how you can support people around you. How many of you are ready to be that? I want you to be the source of transformation for not only for yourself, but also the people around you. Because the best way to learn any skill is simple. Learn, practice, and teach. Because only when you do this, this is going to get part of your subconscious mind, and it is going to come to you naturally. Are you ready for it? Come on, everybody, type in ready on the chat box. Thank you so much. So here we go. If you're sitting there and thinking, the first question I'm sure everybody has in their mind is, Imran, we are living in a digital era. You are talking so much about handwriting. Now, the question is, who writes nowadays and who signs nowadays? How many of you had this question? Imran, how is signature relevant nowadays and how is handwriting relevant? Because, the education system has undergone transformation. The way we look at, learning, the way the world has evolved in the last 2.5 years is completely different. Who signs nowadays and who writes nowadays? Very important question. I'm with you on this. But let me give you complete sense of understanding how handwriting and signature is still relevant in this digital world. Number one, if you look at from the student's perspective, no matter how much the student knows about the subject, he only gets the marking, he only gets the score based upon how much he writes in the examination. Yes, what I'm saying is, in the examination hall, there are only two things which comes handy to an academic student. What are the two things? How much he remembers, come on everybody, how much he remembers, and how much he can write in a stipulated time. Yes, you don't get the score. And I'm sure as parents who are sitting there, the entire conflict about the parents-teacher meeting is very, very simple. You say, ask my child, he will tell you all the answers. The teacher says, only when he writes, I can give him marks. How many of you agree with me on that? Give me a big yes on the first point I shared with you. I'm not done. I'm going to share more relevant things with you. Number one. Number two, your one signature is so very important. Are you with me? Your one signature is so very important. If I have to transfer property worth rupees crores from one person to the another person, all it takes is your signature. How many of you agree with me on that? And if you're still going to sit there and say, no, Imran, nobody signs nowadays, nobody writes anymore, here is the answer for you. And I should also tell you this, one signature of yours can put you into a lifetime of trouble. Yeah, I don't want that to happen to you, but one signature of yours can put you into a lifetime of trouble, because if somebody signs on your behalf, okay, and does a transaction or transfer certain thing, and even it's a forced signature, even the person who did it, he knows it's a forced signature, but until you prove it in the court of law, that property, that the land is actually hanging in the air. How many of you agree with me on that? Yeah, and our education system is full of examinations. You have entrance exams starting from the primary school to the highest level of competitive exam, IAS, IPS, you have to write. And I'm not done that. I'm going to give you tons of information to really have a very important look at your signature. Apart from your name and photograph on your driving license, on your passport, you are identified by your signature. Your brand, your bank, completes a transaction based on one signature of yours. Are you all with me? So if you're sitting there and thinking, Imran, who signs nowadays? Handwriting is not relevant. I gave you tons of information about how your signature and handwriting is still relevant in this digital world. So my conversation and my focus in today's webinar is, ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Every time you sign, you are putting across a message to the universe. Every time you sign, you're putting across a message to the universe and also the message to your subconscious mind. And I want you to have a power signature so that every time you sign, you have a very powerful message put across in the universe, put across to your subconscious mind so that you can have extraordinary results in your life. So how many of you are ready to create extraordinary results in your life? So the first point I started was how handwriting and signature is relevant in this digital world. Now, number two, Imran, I don't want to change my signature. Changing signature is a complicated thing. Are you with me? I have so many documents, I have so many places where I have signed, and that is going to be a very, very stressful process. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you something. Having undergone training with me, having done programs with me, you don't have to change your signature. Everybody? Yes? Because for me, change is very sacred. For me, change is very sacred. What comes before the change is understanding what to change. हाँ, ये सबसे बड़ी चीज होती है कि पहले चेंज करने से पहले आपको समझना है कि आप क्यों चेंज करेंगे और ये चेंज करने से क्या फायदा होगा. So what comes before the change? Everybody, I want you to get this right. For me, and I invite you to consider this, change is very sacred. Because we live in a world where it influences you. हर चीज आपको बताती है कि आप ये कीजिएगा, आप उसको फॉलो कीजिए, आप ये ऐसा क्रिएट कीजिए. But the idea is, even before you change, you have to understand what has to be changed. So how many of you are ready for that? Come on, everybody. I want to see some, interaction. Come on, everybody, participate with me. There's so much I want to share with you, provided you are actually with me, and make sure, you make me feel that, okay, you're part of this conversation. Come on, everybody. Yeah, I'm willing to speak in 2 different languages, in Hindi and also in English. The idea is, I want you to get this message right. I want you to get this message right. Amazing. Thank you for such wonderful response on the chat box. So चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So change करना जरूरी नहीं है. So you don't have to sit in my webinar and think about, Imran, how should I change my signature, because that's going to be the last thing. The first thing is, let's understand what your signature has to talk about you, and then you do it. And even if you don't want to change your signature, first let me support you in understanding what is that message you are putting across to people around you on the subconscious level, and why it is not getting you the desired results. And we want to talk about all this aspect right now. Are you with me? And number 3 is, Imran, I don't want to learn this science. I'm here to only understand my signature and do it. But you know what? There are 2 ways of looking at this. Number 1 is you looking at it as a leader, or you can look at it as a follower. We live in a world where you always get an easy access to information, and we end up becoming the followers. I come across a lot of people who come and tell me, Imran, aap mujhe bata dijiye what has to be changed. I will just do the change and I will follow the signature. This is an approach of a follower. But if I want to consider, I want you to consider and look at this as a leadership. A leader is one who wants to first understand, number 2, and then be a part of the change process, and then you apply this change. So what do you want? You want to be a follower, or you want to be a leader? Come on, everybody, type it on the chat box and give me an answer. I can give you, do this and you will do that. And that is the followers. And everybody wants you to be a follower, but I am committed to create a leader out of you, because I want you to be a part of the change. Don't change it because I'm saying it. Change it because you want to change it. Amazing, amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all the leaders out there. So चलिए शुरू करते हैं आपके signature से. Now, before I tell you about the signature, I'm sure some of you are sitting there and wondering, Imran, handwriting and information and mind, ये क्या connection है? How is your handwriting so important? How is your signature talking about who you are as a person? And how is that changing my signature will influence my subconscious mind? So चलिए मैं आपका ये answer बहुत आसान कर देता हूँ. So I'm going to make this answer very, very easy for you. So what I'm going to be showing with you is, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. If you're sitting there and thinking, Imran, handwriting, how writing talks about my personality, how it can change me as a person. So now I want you to really consider this as an answer. What you see on the screen is lines on the paper, and we call this as ECG. How many of you will agree with me? ECG is used by medical practitioners to identify the health of your heart. So if your lines on the paper can tell the health of your heart, number 2, this is richer scale. If the lines on the paper can define the magnitude of the earthquake, the lines on the graph can talk about how good the share market is doing, how bad the markets are doing. So ladies and gentlemen, your signature, your handwriting is also nothing but the lines on the paper. If all these lines has relevance, why not your signature? Why not your handwriting? So this is what we say. When we look into handwriting, we look at the ECG, we look at the graphs, we look at everything to identify the heart, they identify the market, they identify the impact of the earthquake, but we look into your handwriting to identify the health of this part. Are you with me? Yes. जब मैं आपका सिग्नेचर देखूंगा, मैं जब आपकी हैंडराइटिंग को देखूंगा, मुझे आपके माइंड के बारे में पता चलेगा, मुझे वहां से एक्सेस मिलेगा ये सब चीजें मालूम करने के लिए. Are you with me there? So now that you got a confidence, yes, Imran, this is making sense. Yes. Did I not tell you? मैंने आपको बताया था जिस तरीके से मैं ये साइंस को आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करूंगा, आपको कभी किसी ने ऐसा नहीं किया होगा. Nobody has introduced you this science the way I'm going to show it to you, because this is the creamiest of information I'm sharing with you with my 18 years of experience. How many of you are excited about it? So how many of you are now clear, Imran, my signature makes sense. My handwriting makes sense. Come on, everybody, type in, makes sense. Come on, everybody, show me some love. Amazing. There are hundreds of people in the audience. Thank you. Thank you for taking time and being here. You are awesome. You know what? Thank you for taking some time out of your busy life for your own life, because this is about you. Yes, the next few minutes which we're going to be spending is all about focusing about you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now let's get on to the topic. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? So what we are going to do right now is let's look into your signature. So ladies and gentlemen, come on, look into your signature. If you've not done that, pick up a brand new sheet or a good book, okay? And then sign your signature there. And let's do this. Come on, everybody, on your screen right now. So this is how I sign. Okay. And I want you all to be ready with your signature. And I want to introduce to you, there are two parts to the signature. The first part is your name. And the second part is your surname. And surname basically indicates about people in your life. Most of us have the surname. It could be your spouse name. It could be your father's name. It could be your family name. So we have your name and the surname. I also know there are some people who will have your name, are you all with me? But no surname. So we're going to start with the first one. The first category is where you are just writing your name and there's no surname to it. So how many of you have this type of a signature where you just write your first name and there's no surname to it? So I'm going to give you the insight into it. Are you all with me? Come on, everybody. Who are those people who are signing just your name and no surname? There's no surname. Imran, I'm just going to be writing my name there. Yeah, no initials, nothing. I'm asking you the first name of yours and there's no surname. Thank you. Yes. So now, what is the interpretation? I also want you to really understand. The approach I have towards the science is not match the following. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप ऐसे लिखते हैं तो आप ऐसे हैं. There are many factors to it. Okay, बहुत सारी चीजों को actually consider करना पड़ता है. लेकिन just to give you a hands-on experience, I'm going to give you some information which you can apply it on your own self. आप अपने आप पे apply कर सकते हैं, and also around the people, people around you. So are you ready for it? Yeah, I'm talking about people who just write the first name and no surname. We basically consider people who just write their first name as a lone warrior. We consider you as a lone warrior. हाँ, आप अपनी जिंदगी में इतने सारे चीजों को सह चुके हैं. You have actually sustained so many things, much beyond your age, much beyond your capabilities, but you have been an awesome warrior. The reason I'm using the word as a warrior is because you have created who you are as a person in the world. आपने खुद की जगह बनाई हुई है इस दुनिया में, because आपने बहुत सारी चीजों को देखा हुआ है, अपने एज से ज्यादा, अपने एक्सपीरियंस से ज्यादा, आपकी समझ के ज्यादा. But the problem with most of the people who write this is they're awesome as warriors, but deep down, they also want, there's a feeling, there's an urge towards having other people also supporting you in whatever you're doing. Because it's like this, you're always there for others, but when you need it, nobody's there for you. Like you are a point of contact. People come to you, you have the answers. Are you all with me? You have the answers for everybody. You have the solution for everybody. You have the advice for everybody. But when it comes to your own self, you always left lonely. So this is about you. Now, if you ask me, Imran, should I change this about me? No, remember I told you, change is the last thing. पहले समझिएगा अपने आप को. Because कुछ चीजें हैं जो आपके लिए काम कर रही हैं, उसको बरकरार रखना important है. Are you with me? So there are certain things which is working for you. Let's not work on change things which are working for you. Let's understand. Because this is just one dimension of looking at who you are as a person. There are many more dimensions. I want you to club all these things. Then we're going to take the thing. That's my invitation. That's why, remember I told you, be a leader, not a follower. I want you to be part of my process of change, which you are going to take one step at a time. Are you all with me? So how many of you are able to relate to the information I just shared with you? Come on, everybody, type it on the chat box and say, I'm able to relate, or just write relate. And I want you to get this. People who just write their name, no surname, they have created their own identity. We call you basically people who have created their independent personality, not influenced by anybody. And you have sustained it. You have fought for who you are as a person, and you have created an identity where people look up to you. Amazing. Amazing. Now the question is, Imran, do I need to add a surname? The choice is yours. And before you add anything to it, are you all with me? Before you add anything to it, pehle aap samjhega, and then we're going to do it. Remember, change is highly secret. Okay? Change is highly sacred. Are you all with me? Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Now, I also want you to consider, okay, Imran, I'm with you. I want to learn this science, and I want to apply this science in my life. So how many of you want to learn this and I want to apply this? Because if you say the answer is yes, how many of you want to learn this? You want to apply this in your life? I have a criteria. You can only learn this science. You can apply this science in your life only when you have these two things. Everybody give me two. Everybody give me two. Only when you have these two things. What are the two things? Number one, आप में श्रद्धा होनी चाहिए. आप में श्रद्धा होनी. You have to learn this science with complete devotion. Number two, you have to have patience. Only when you have these two qualifying criteria, you are welcome to learn this science. Yes, I want to work with people with complete devotion and patience. श्रद्धा होनी चाहिए और patience होनी चाहिए. अगर ये दो चीजें आप में पास है, ये साइंस आपके लिए काम करेगी, ये साइंस आपके लिए है, और मैं आपके साथ काम करने के लिए तैयार हो जाऊंगा. Because I have a complete respect to who we are as teachers and facilitators. How many of you agree with me? You are here in this webinar, not because you chose, because there's something which made you come to this webinar. How many of you agree with me on that? Come on, everybody. Yeah, some of you were thinking about this topic and I appeared on the advertisement and you clicked on that button. Thank you for considering spending that valuable time with me. And having come here, I want you to be with me completely and allow me to add value to your participation. And I want you to participate with me wholeheartedly because there is some message for you out of this conversation. And if you're sitting there and thinking, Imran, oh, is it the money which is going to help me to learn this science? Is it the time which is going to help me in the science? No, the only if you have Shraddha and you have patience, you are, able to do this. We all have money, we all have time. But the only question is that, do you have the Shraddha and the commitment to actually work on your own self? Are you with me? How many of you are already feeling that energy? How many of you are already feeling that vibration that you are in the right place? Come on, everybody, write on the chat box, right place. Right place. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that's why I'm committed for your growth. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know this. I'm committed for your growth. That's what I have been doing. 18 years, I have stopped, doing one-to-one consultations. I don't want people to just follow because I'm saying something. I want them to be part of this process and change. Okay. So this is the first thing. So let's go back to the second thing right now. Imran, signature देखने से क्या क्या पता चलता है? Most of us have this approach. Okay, you might be talking about success. You might be talking about, how much money I'm going to make, how much, growth I'm going to have. See, ये सब चीजें जो हैं, ये subjective होती हैं. But उससे ज़्यादा चीजें important ये होती है कि आपका mindset. Because आपका signature, when I look at your signature, I am basically identifying what is, what thoughts, what is that, you're made up of as a mind. Because I want to tell you this. No matter what changes you do in your signature, and if you're not able to reflect that changes in your mind, you will not be able to manifest that change. Are you with me? You will not be able to manifest that change. You know why? Because that is where the mental block is. There's a lot of money in the market. There's abundance of money, abundance of opportunities, but this has become your roadblock. And if you ask me, Imran, how handwriting is going to help me, I'm going to give you a very, very simple answer. Your handwriting will help us stimulate your mind, and this is going to give you results. Yeah. You know what? Everything in this world is created twice. दुनिया में हर चीज जो भी बनी जाती है, they're done twice. Once in your mind, second in reality. How many of you agree with me? Everything in this world. Somebody thought about the plane first here and then the plane manifested. Somebody talked about the tallest building first here and then it got manifested. If you speak to the best of the sports people, the best of the cricketers, they see the wicket trembling there even before they actually bowl it first here. So what is important is we're going to be working on your signature to influence your subconscious mind, and that is going to give us results. And if you're not going to be clear and calm in this space, no matter how many opportunities you come across, you'll not be able to take action and you're not going to be able to manifest the results for your own self. How many of you have undergone name change, numerology aspects say, आप अपने नाम को बदलाया, you added some letters in you, but you're not able to manifest that result. Some of you have already worked on your signature before coming here. आपने already change किया, लेकिन आपको वो results नहीं मिल रहे. You know why? You got results only on the paper. आपको जो change हुआ, वो change सिर्फ paper पे नजर आ रहा है. वो change यहाँ पे reflect नहीं हुआ. That's why you're not getting the results. Yes. हमारे संस्कृत में ये कहा जाता है कि आप जिस तरीके से नेम को बुलाते हैं, जिस तरीके से आप वो नेम को जाते हैं, वो भी मायने रखता है. So just changing your name is not enough. You have to say that name. You have to bring that name into practice. Are you with me? Some of you have most powerful names, but the problem is you're not actually utilizing and using the name. तो सिर्फ पेपर पे चेंज करने से नहीं जो चेंजेस आएंगे, आपको वो चेंजेस you have to allow that to manifest here, stimulate your subconscious mind, and then that is going to bring in the change. How many of you are with me on that? Yes, did I not tell you the way you're going to look at your handwriting and signature is going to change, because I'm going to give you some of the insights which you never got in. Yeah. And there is a very important reason why you're here, and I want you to stay with me. Are you with me? Because it's a 90 minutes of a session. We are one more hour to go, and I'm going to share so much with you in the next 1 hour. And I'm also going to share with you an opportunity how you can have this science in your life. So, but before that, let me give you a more important insight. So if you ask me, Imran, how changing my signature will influence my subconscious mind, here's an answer. How many of you have come across scenarios in your life? Imran, I have best of qualification, best of experience, best of understanding about what I do, but I'm still not getting the job which I deserve. I'm not able to create that contacts the way I want to. I have best of product, but I'm not able to sell. I have a best of offer, but people don't buy it from me. People are okay paying more money for other products, but you have the best of product, people are not buying from you. You are not the first person people call up for asking for insight and support. There's something which is not happening right in your life. You know why? Because, everybody, are you with me? Because people don't experience authenticity with you. Yeah, some of you are not able to manifest a right relationship for yourself, even though you have the best of ability, best of personality. You know why? People get the message out of you as on your subconscious level, inauthenticity. What is inauthenticity? Inauthenticity means you are actually not signing it right. And that's why your mind is not really able to put across that vibrations. The mind is not able to put across that energy which can actually attract people towards you. And I'm talking about people who actually scribble their signature. Ladies and gentlemen, the second category of signature which we're discussing is called as the scribbled signature. There's a very small story behind why we have a scribbled signature. We have a mindset. Imran, signature simple नहीं होना चाहिए, थोड़ा complicate करते हैं ताकि दूसरे के लोग copy नहीं कर सकें. But I want to tell you something. No signature is force proof. We live in a country where the top bureaucrat signature has been forced, prime minister signatures has been forced, but you know what? Nobody, can safeguard your signature. So the best of way of doing it is, keep it simple, keep it clear. Because the more you complicate it, you're putting across a message of inauthenticity. That's why people don't come to you. That's why people don't buy from you. People don't offer you an opportunity because somewhere they're experiencing with you. Are you with me? So what you need to put across is, no, it's not like you are people experiencing the criminal vibrations from you. No, not at all. I did not mean that. What I mean is the sense of authenticity. For example, you clicked on the advertisement, you are attending my program because you felt some sort of authenticity in the information, in my offer, in my invitation, and that's why you chose to spend your valuable time here with me. And that's what matters. And this is what I want you to really consider, that this is about it. And you know what? मैं आपको और एक चीज आपके signature के बारे में बताना चाहता हूँ. Stop making this overwriting and scribbling. You know why? There are three things which you're doing. One, you're being highly self-critical. दूसरे आपकी बुराई करें या ना करें, पहले इंसान जो आपकी खुद की बुराई करेगा वो आप रहेंगे. Are you with me? You are being highly self-critical. Why? Why are you pointing out to all the flaws when people are not able to see that? You are actually making people look at only that. Number two, okay? Number two, you are actually being self-critical. And second thing is, you're not allowing people to come closer to you because you're vibrating the energy of inauthenticity. And number three is, you created this signature because somebody wrote it somewhere, or somebody, you read somewhere, and you saw somebody else's signature and thought, "Ye isko bhi hum log karke dekhte hain." I got influenced by my father, I got influenced by my teacher, and you made your signature without even considering whether it will work for you or not. That's why I always say your signature is not your signature. Your signature is the sum of all the people who have influenced you in your life. How many of you agree with me on that? Your signature, okay, is not yours, because your signature is the sum of all the people who have influenced you in your life. Because we started taking one element. We took it from a star, we took it from a sports person, we took it from our teacher, principal, manager, and we added to it without even thinking whether it is going to help you or not. And I want to tell you one more important thing. How many of you agree with me? Your handwriting has been changing. You're not writing the same way you used to write in your school. The way you used to write in your school, the way you wrote in your high school is different. From high school to the college, it was different. From college to the professional life, can you see your handwriting has evolved? Your handwriting has evolved. How many of you agree with me? Even though your signature wanted to evolve, you did not allow the signature to evolve. आपने उसको मजबूती से जकड़ के रखा. Why? You thought, oh, ये change हो जाएगा तो बैंक accept नहीं करेगा, ये change हो जाएगा तो दिक्कत हो जाएगी. So can you see that you put in efforts to safeguard your signature, not allowing to evolve, but you allowed your handwriting to evolve because you changed as a person, your mentality changed, the way you look at your life changed, your physiology changed, and all those changes were reflected in your handwriting, and that's why your handwriting changed. बट आपने जो 18 साल की उम्र में 16 साल की उम्र में एक सिग्नेचर क्रिएट कर दिया था because it was needed that time for hall ticket, it was needed that time for a bank work, and आपने उसी को बरकरार रखा and you did not allow that to change. And now tell me, if you operate with that that mindset which you created the signature, how will you be able to manifest the results which you want at this level of your junction? Come on, everybody, type in "make sense" on the chat box, because this is what I want you to understand. And this is what I do. I want people to actually understand, what is happening. जरूरी नहीं है कि सिग्नेचर को आप इमीडिएटली चेंज करें. पहले आप समझिएगा कि आपने कहां से कहां अपनी जर्नी ली है और क्या क्या चीजें आपने देखी हुई जिंदगी में, and what is making you do what you're doing right now. Yeah, because you are not allowing yourself to evolve. So now, when people say you are the roadblock to your own success, this is what it means by that. जब कोई बताता है कि आप खुद की सक्सेस के लिए रुकावट बने हुए हैं, इसका मायना ये है कि आपने अपने सिग्नेचर को इन्वॉल्व होने नहीं दिया, बट अपनी पर्सनालिटी को इन्वॉल्व किया, आपकी फिजियोलॉजी को, आपके साइकोलॉजी को आपने इन्वॉल्व किया, बट अपने सिग्नेचर को जकड़ के रखा आपने. This is what I want you to come and learn this science, because I want you to start working from that aspect. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate with the commitment and with the shraddha which you all are participating in this webinar. Trust me when I say this, there's something important the Almighty wants you to consider. This is your opportunity. I want you to take action. But the problem is, we know it is important, but we will not take action because सच का सामना करने के लिए भी थोड़ी हिम्मत की जरूरत होती है. Are you with me? सच का सामना करने के लिए थोड़ी हिम्मत होती है. Now, to face the fact of the matter, it takes courage. And that's why we shy away. That's why we procrastinate. I know, Imran, this is important. I got the sense, but I'll do it later. So can you see how you postpone things which is important, which is of a greater need, to the smaller needs? So I want you to sit down and consider. In next few minutes, I want you to decide something for yourself. Yeah, no more existing the way you created. Create a new life out of it, and it is possible. Yeah, don't worry about the change in signature in the documentation in the the official approach of your life. Don't worry about that. Those are all the smaller things. If you can create success story for your own self, all this will fall in line, and all this is easy to do. So we completed two different ways of signing. Now let's talk about number 3. Are you somebody whose plan B is bigger than the plan A? Ladies and gentlemen, the third differentiation or the third pattern of the signature which we're going to discuss is, are you somebody whose plan B is more concrete than the plan A? Imran, थोड़ा समझाइए इसको, थोड़ा और तफसील से बताइए. So the answer is simple. How many of you have this approach that, Imran, I want to actually start my own company. I want to actually do it. If nothing falls right, I will go back to the job. Are you with me? Imran, I know I have my father's business, but I want to do, competitive exams. I want to take up UPSC. I want to do, IELTS. And if I'm not able to get through, if I'm not able to clear, I'll go back to the family business. So can you see that in your mind, your plan B is more concrete than the plan A? Your plan B is more concrete than a plan A. And why will you get success in your plan A? Because eventually you are very, very ready for plan B. And then you curse your fate, then you curse the scenarios and situations. But ladies and gentlemen, deep down in your subconscious mind, you are more concrete with your plan B than a plan A. Yeah, so many of you want to become entrepreneurs. So many of you want to, create your own businesses. You want to have your own ideas. You want to become, a unicorn, and all these things are possible. But somewhere you say that if nothing goes well, I have this to fall back. I have this to do it. Now tell me, how will you manifest success? No, I'm not saying that you should not have a plan B, but remember, there are so many scenarios we read in, and there are so many scenarios which has been taught to us in history that, burn your bridges, because if you put in your complete, if you're going to be operating that it is like, your entire life depends upon plan A, the type of results you will manifest, you are going to shock yourself. You're going to surprise everybody with the type of results which you're going to create, because you're operating with your full capacity. You're operating with the full intensity that your life depends upon plan A. And how do you do that right now? Yes, I can help you using your signature, because what we do is your signature is going to be stimulating your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, the most important thing I want you to understand is your signature, your handwriting is not coming from your hand. It is coming from your mind, and the hand is a process which brings it on that. So when you write, it is basically the muscles, it is the neural pathways, and your entire mind is using your body to do it. That's why if you might be a right-hander or a left-hander, people who write with the foot, all these are nothing but the process which is going to bring the paper, ink on the paper. But the idea is it is your mind writing. So what is important is we need to create that. Are you with me? You need to really manifest it here first. And that's how we're going to be working on your signature. So now are you able to relate to this sign? So how many of you really ready to create this? And how do you identify whether your plan B is more concrete than the plan A? Look into your signature, and all of you who have this signature is your surname is more prominent in your name. Your surname is more prominent in your signature. For example, there are 3 ways you must be signing. Look at the screen, everybody. You must be signing. The number one is, if my name is Imran Baig, you're actually writing I and Baig. You see this? So where is your identity here is what the question is. So the more prominence is given to the surname, number one. Number two, even though you write your name, your surname is bigger compared to your actual name. Okay. And number 3 is, are you all with me? Sometimes it's just your surname. You don't have it there. And that's the reason, because you're putting across so much of energy on your surname. I'm not saying that you should not have your surname, but you actually add up so much of value to the surname that people have this challenge. Identity crisis bhi isme ho jati hai. Are you with me? You're still known as, okay, you're a son of a particular family. Aap wo falani ghar ki bahu hai. You are, no matter how much you try to create your own identity, you are known for what you are as a, whose family you come from, what background you come from, because somewhere subconsciously you have given up on that. Are you with me? So now the question is, Imran, can I change this and then undo this? No, that is a bigger process of it. You know what? It's just not about this. Remember, it's not just about mass the following. It's just not about fixing this to get that. You need to really understand your mindset. What are your fears? What are your defenses? And why you're actually so comfortable doing what you're doing right now? You need to first understand that. Hey, how many of you are able to relate to all the things which you're sharing? Come on, everybody. I want to see some love on the chat box so that I can share more with you. Yeah, you're most welcome to write, loving it. You're also most welcome to write, excited to learn more. Come on, everybody. How many of you are able to relate to this? Oh my God, my chat box is on fire. Yes, you can actually do that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So this is what is important. And when you start the journey with us, our job is not just about fixing your signature. Our job is basically to work on your mind. Work on your mind. Okay, thank you. So now let's go to the next aspect of your signature. Are you ready for it? Come on, everybody, show me some excitement. Are you ready? Put your both hands up and say, yes, Imran, we are ready. Yeah, there's so many ways we all can actually sign, but what I'm showing you is the most important things. You know what? There's so many interpretations to it. There's so many ways people have been signing, but you know what? The idea is not to fill you with information. The idea is to show you what is possible. And once you become part of my community, you will unlock all this understanding and all this information which you can apply in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, I want all of you to have extraordinary life. And trust me, true to my words, the power to change your life is inside of you, not outside of you. And one of the best things I talk about in my community is that, you know what, you all are amazing people. Like you are the brightest star, but the thing is, our personality is covered full of dust of being self-critical, about having a low self-esteem and not able to take actions. Are you with me? And our job is just to dust that, and make you the brightest shining star in the universe. How many of you want to be a star? Come on, everybody, type in on the chat box and write star. So the next pattern in the signature, which we're going to talk about is, ladies and gentlemen, I know you must have heard about, thank you everybody for the star. Yeah. You must have heard about, आपने सुना होगा, fear of failure के बारे में. Are you with me? Fear of failure के बारे में. You must have heard about what is fear of failure. That means you fear failing. That's why you don't take steps. That's why you don't take actions. How many of you are clear about this? Yeah, you fear failure. And this is normal. We all know about this. But you know what is more dangerous than this? You know what is more crucial than this? Yeah, fear of failure. We all know it. We have experienced it. And what is more important than fear of failure is fear of success. Everybody write this down. Fear of failure, done and dusted. Fear of success. You must be wondering, Imran, fear of success? Yeah, do people fear becoming successful? Yes, that's what I'm trying to emphasize. Some of you fear success, and that's why you're not allowing the success to manifest in your life because you fear success. Now, the question is, Imran, why will people fear success? Everybody's working towards creating success for themselves. Why will people fear success? Anybody has an answer? Why do you think you are fearing success? Yes, I'm asking you. You tell me, why do you fear success? Let me give you an answer. And this is going to be an ultimate moment. We're going to have a self-realization. Are you all with me? I want you all with me right now. Everybody look at me. The ultimate reason why we fear success is success brings changes. Are you with me? Success brings changes, and we as human beings don't like changes. Let me say that again. Success brings changes. As human beings, we don't like change. Yeah, you must be asking, Imran, थोड़ा elaborate कीजिए, थोड़ा और तफसील से समझाइए. Answer is very simple. All the wonderful, powerful, amazing ladies out there. How many of you did not take a promotion because, Imran, if I take promotion, my responsibility will increase. I'll not have enough family time. I'll not be able to do justice to my family. I'll not be able to spend time with my child. He needs support in the education. He needs support in that. And you did not take up the, promotion, and you are happy doing what you were doing because change will bring in more responsibility. How many of you did not take a promotion in your life because you had to shift from one city to another city? How many of you are not playing for the promotion because you have to change your comfort zone from one team to the another team? How many of you are able to relate to that? How many of you are able to relate to that? So can you see that how you have become a roadblock to your success? How you are actually bringing in the fear of success. And that's why deep down in your subconscious mind, you have actually blocked success, because for you, success is a huge responsibility and success is never going to show up, manifest in your life. And I really want you to support you in fixing that aspect. If at all you're considering, being part of my community and learning this science and apply it in your life, one of the biggest reasons why you should be doing it is to get this. Are you with me? Are you with me? So how many of you are able to see things for yourself? How many of you are able to see things for yourself? Are you with me? Are you with me? Yeah, that's what my invitation is. Now, how many of you realize it's more than signature? This is more than the handwriting, because this is about you. This is about you. And now you know the reason why you are here in this session today is because the Almighty has a message for you. It wants you to take control of your life and actually become the driver of the seed, of the vehicle, which is taking you towards the change. And that's where the success is. And that's where I want you to create this for yourself. And that's why I said, I'm committed for your growth, because I know what your abilities are and how you can manifest that in your life. So I want to share one more important aspect. Yes, how do you find out fear of success in your handwriting, in your signature? There are many more deeper insight about it. It's just not about you writing this and that, but I'm willing to share with all of you, provided that you have that state of mind when you all come together, and this is what we do in our community. And if you're sitting there and thinking, Imran, okay, is there a course which I need to be doing? No, I'm not here to offer you a course. I'm here to offer you an association with me, because learning cannot be defined with time. Are you with me? How many of you agree with me? Because courses are specific time and specific duration. Now, after that, what happens is nobody keeps in touch with you. Nobody's actually following up with you. But I want you to consider a greater relationship than actually doing a course with me. And I want you to be part of the community where we evolve every single day, where we evolve. How long? Be with me for a year, be with me more than a year, be with me. I have my students who have been associated with me for more than 15, 16 years now. And they consistently attend my follow-up sessions, my inner circle calls, and I offer the same to you. Because I don't believe in short-term approach towards your life. I want you to be associated with me as long as you want to be. How many of you like that idea? Yes, that's the reason I said the word I said. I'm committed for your growth, because I am willing to commit myself, because this is my passion. There's no other thing I do other than this. And this is, I'm willing to share with you all. So I'm going to offer you a membership to my community is just not about doing a course. Yeah. Yes, we all need the recharging. And if you tell me, Imran, kitna time lagega and things like that, no, don't even think about all that. What I want you to do is, don't you want to have a recharge every week for your own self? Don't you want to plug into a place where you undo all the unwanted thoughts and work on your life? No matter who you are. If you're a homemaker, agar aap, a homemaker hai ya home engineer hai, hum log aapko home engineer bulate hain. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a teacher, if you're a corporate employee, no matter what you do in your life, and you don't have to leave that to do this. Are you with me? No, the reason why you should do our program, the way you should be associated with us, is that whatever you do in your life, you have to be awesome. You have to be awesome. One of the things I got it with from my coach is, most of us are one role wonder. हम लोग हमारी जिंदगी में एक ऐसा रोल है जो बेहतरीन तरीके से निभाते हैं, बाकी रोल्स टेक्स अ बीटिंग. Yeah, some of your awesome employees, but you're not able to do justice as your, for your family, for your friends, for your society, for your country. Some of you are awesome in doing social work, but you're not able to create and manifest the same in terms of finances and growth in your own life. So can you see that we all are one role, R-O-L-E, one role wonder. How about working on your life so that you play the awesome roles in every possible role, as a daughter, as a son, as a father, as a wife, as a father. Are you with me? Are you with me? How many of you are ready to do this? Come on, everybody. Yeah, I want you to be all-rounder, not just one role wonder. One role wonder. Nahi karna. So chaliye, let's talk more about it. Thank you. That's the reason. You know what? I have lakhs of people watching my advertisement. Thousands of them want to come there, but you made it here. There's something for you. There's something for you. Everything happens for a reason. And there is a very important reason why we connected this today and why we are here. I want you to consider. Yeah, there is some divine intuition there. That's why I said, Shraddha और patience की जरूरत होगी, दूसरा कुछ नहीं. कुछ मत सोचेगा पैसों के बारे में, समय के बारे में, कैसे आप करेंगे. इमरान, लैंग्वेज के बारे में मुझे ज्यादा इंग्लिश नहीं आती है ना. You don't need to understand a language. You know what? How many of you are able to see this? No matter what language you follow, you're able to feel and vibrate with me, and that is more important. हमारे साथ आप जुड़ जाइए बस. Language, all this is your limitations which is coming in front of you, and that will not allow you to take action. Nothing is, impossible. All this is possible. So, chaliye, one of the important things I want you to have in your life is, self-leadership. Say this word, everybody. I want you to experience self-leadership. This is what is missing. And hold on. The moment I say leadership, आपके दिमाग में ये बात आती है, okay, leadership is all about managing people, leading a team, inspiring others. No, that is a different leadership. I'm talking about self-leadership. Yeah, I'm talking about self-leadership. And what do you mean by self-leadership is, I want you to be your biggest cheerleader. I want you to stand by your decision. The problem with most of us is that we take the decision, and based on the outcome of the decision, we associate with the decision, or we disassociate ourselves with the decision. How many of you agree with me on that? Something goes wrong, it's not you. Something goes right, you want to have ownership out of it. But you need to have the courage to stand by your decisions, no matter whatever is the outcome. I want you to back yourself up. Nobody else is backing you. I want you to stand for what you believe is correct, what you believe is right. How many of you are experiencing that? You lack self-leadership. Are you with me? You have self-leadership. Are you with me? You have self-leadership. How do you do that? Look at your signatures, and having an underline in your signature is highly important. Having an underline in your signature is highly important. The moment I say underline, there are again many variations of it. Some people have 2 underlines. Some of you have an underline which is actually going to the left and then coming back to the right. This is what is happening. Some of you have underline, it actually goes like this. Some of you underline double like this. But to make it easy, I'm looking for one straight line which covers your entire signature. And this is called self-leadership. Yes, I want you to be your biggest cheerleader. I want you to stand by what you believe is right. I want you to back your own self no matter what is happening. No matter what is happening. So this is about self-leadership. Now, are you ready for the next one? The next one is a signature where we're going to talk about you're experiencing a challenge in your life. And you know what is the biggest challenge in our life is? The biggest challenge in our life is not able to say no. How many of you agree with me on that? Not able to say no. जहां पे आपको no बोलना था, आप no नहीं बोल पाते. And because you're not able to say no, you are ending up taking more responsibilities. you are unhappy with your own self. Nobody else is responsible but your own self. You're highly stressed. And now that you're unhappy and highly stressed, now it has to come out, and it always comes out on wrong people. Yeah. The problem with us is we actually say yes where we have to say no, and we have to say where we have to say no, we actually say a S. So how do you find this in your handwriting? हम लोग इसको बुलाते हैं positive ego. Say this word, everybody. Positive ego. Now, the moment I say the word ego, everybody will think, okay, Imran, is aham अच्छी चीज नहीं होती है. It's not a good thing to have. Anything like, I'm talking about positive ego. Yeah, you need to have that. And इसको अगर और define करें behavior के एतबार से, so we are talking about assertiveness. Say this word, everybody. We are talking about assertiveness. Assertiveness is where you are defining, what is right and what is not right, and you're going to stand by that. So that's what it is. So how are you going to identify that? So now everybody look at your signature, and there's one thing very prominent about your signature. The signature is whatever you write. Most of you, are you all with me? Most of you, whatever you're writing, the problem with most of us is that the first name, are you with me? The first name of your signature, the first letter of your signature, in fact. So I want to show you this. So everybody on your screen right now. यहाँ पे देखिए, your first letter of your signature, no matter how you sign, whatever you sign, the first letter of your signature should be 4 times bigger than the rest of your signature. And if this first letter is not big, that means you're experiencing, are you with me? You're experiencing, the loss of power when it comes to saying no. You're experiencing the loss of power when it comes to saying no. So one of the things we should have in your signature is the first letter should be at least 4 times bigger than the rest of the letter. Now, can you see that every single letter has significance? Every single process of your signature has importance. And this is what is available for all of you. Are you with me? Are you with me? Thank you. Thank you so much. I know you have tons of questions. I know you have so many things to ask, but let me tell you one thing. Everything which your mind is thinking about right now, we have an answer for it. But right now, I'm sharing with you what is the most relevant information which you need to understand about your handwriting and your signature. So the idea is, I want you to have a deeper insight into it, and it is all possible. But before I share more information with you, I want you to all experience graphotherapy. Say this word, everybody. I want you to experience graphotherapy. Are you ready for this, everybody? How many of you are ready to explore what is graphotherapy? So everybody type in ready to explore graphotherapy. And I'm going to share with you what is graphotherapy. But before even I tell you what is graphotherapy, come, let's do an activity. So for this activity, what you need to do is you need to have a fresh sheet of paper. Come on, everybody, show me the fresh sheet of paper or a fresh sheet in the book which you are using right now. Take up this fresh sheet of paper. And now, all this while, I shared with you how information, whatever you sign, is talking about you. Now, what I'm going to share with you is that how you can make changes in your handwriting, how you can make changes in your signature and influence your subconscious mind. We are going to be actually discussing that right now, and we are doing it in a practical manner. So everybody has a plain sheet right now. And now I want you to practice one important letter. And the important letter which we're going to practice is the letter T. Everybody, the one important letter which you're going to practice is the letter T. If you look at your handwriting, one of the reasons why I'm referring handwriting again and again is also there's a reason. You know what? Your signature is the sum of all the letters in your handwriting. Yes, how many of you agree with me? Give me a biggest come on, everybody. Your signature is the sum of all the letters in your signature. Signature is the sum of your signature is the sum of all the letters which you have in your handwriting. So if at all you're working on your signature, we need to actually start with your handwriting because that has more number of letters than in your signature. And then you start showing up results there and it will manifest naturally in your signature. So how do we do this? Simple. Now I'm asking you to pay attention to one important letter, and this letter is letter T. Letter T has 2 parts to it. हम लोग इसको stem बुलाते हैं. We call this as a stem. And the other one is called a crossbar. ये जो ऊपर वाली line है, इसको हम बोलते हैं crossbar. So I want you to do one activity with me right now. Everybody, the activity is you're going to write your stem. I know some of you have different ways of writing stem. Some of you have a stem which is like this. Some of you have a stem which is like this. Some of you actually write it like this. So no matter what type of T you have, right now, our focus is to write a T and cross it on the top. Now, if you're thinking, Imran, it is a capital T or a running T, no, don't think about all these things. Just get this T right. Are you with me? I want you to get this T right. How do you get this T right? Can you see this? The crossbar is 50% on the left, 50% to the right, and it has to be on the top. Come on, everybody. I want you to write this one A4 size right now, because more than explaining you, I want you to experience this. Come on, everybody. Pick up this and write this right now. And I want you to experience this. Come on, everybody. One letter which you're going to be writing right now, and I want you to get this right. I want you to get this right. Yes, one A4 size is what you have to be writing. So one A4 size. Come on, everybody, let's do this. This is the first letter. We're going to also introduce another letter to you, but let's now focus on this. Don't write too fast. I want you to pay attention to every single movement of your finger. Every single movement of your finger. That is what is important. Please pay attention to what is happening inside of your mind when you're writing this. What are you feeling? Even the smallest vibration is important. So please pay attention. Because before you change your signature, what we are focusing is on one important letter. Even if you don't have a letter T in your signature, I want you to do this right now. I know some of you have been writing this after a very long time. One A4 size is what we're looking at, please. I know some of you might be experiencing pain in this part of your hand. Some of you might be experiencing pain in this part of your hand. Don't worry. Please continue writing. Make sure all your T bars are on the top and it's balanced. I'm waiting for all of you to complete. Those of you done, can you please type in done on the chat box so that I can start with a new pattern. So this is the first letter which we wrote, and I want you to get the second letter ready. Come on, everybody. If you're ready, just type in done on the chat box so I can go to the next. The one A4 size is always suggested. And if you have difficulty in writing, I respect that. You don't have to push yourself, but that's where the results are. That's where the results are. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, let's go and start with the second letter. The second letter which we will talk about is the letter Y. Everybody, there are many ways of writing Y, but I want you to write a Y which has a very healthy loop. So the question is, Imran, what do you mean by healthy loop? Healthy loop is a Y loop which is within this space. Can you see that? इतना बड़ा भी नहीं होना चाहिए, इतना छोटा भी नहीं होना चाहिए. So that should be the while loop. And this, you don't have to write A4 size. We'll just write it 5 lines because this is enough for today, because you can't be writing too much on the first day of your practice itself. There's a reason behind it. Can you see that? You need to have consistent. How do you get this right? Very simple. First get the U, one straight line down, and then take it up like this. Yeah, if you can just write 5 lines, that will do. In the 5 lines will do. Okay. Yeah, we just want 5 lines. Come on, everybody, complete the 5 lines. I want you to write 5 lines. Five lines, please. So if you're done with the 5 lines, type in done on the chat box. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. Start concluding, everybody. Amazing. Now, I want you to understand what actually happened. So can somebody type in on the chat box and let me know what was going on in your mind when you were writing this? So what are the possible things you might have felt is, how many of you felt, Imran, I was not able to put the T-bar on the top. My T-bar was fluctuating. Sometimes it was on the top, sometimes it went down. I was not able to consistently keep it on the top. And that is very valid. Most of you will experience this, number one. Number two, how many of you felt, in the beginning, it was a pretty challenging thing. You felt a lot of resistance. You felt, oh, I don't want to write this. My hand is spinning. But as and when you went further down, you started enjoying this. In fact, I was telling you to stop, but you wanted to write more. Yeah, some of you actually developed so much of pain that you actually start feeling the pain in this part of your hand also. You know why? What we were doing was we were stimulating your muscles along with your neuro pathways. Are you with me? Your neural pathways. You know what is neural pathways? Neural pathways are something which your brain uses to communicate with your entire body. Do you know that when there's a mosquito bite or any type of a discomfort, your brain exactly knows the position where the discomfort is, and that's how the communication happens using neural pathways. So what we are doing right now is we're using the neural pathways to stimulate your brain. Now, what we actually did right now, let me show you the relevance of it. Everybody on your screen right now, I'm sharing a very important information, and that is called graphotherapy. And now, what is graphotherapy? How does it really work? How changing signature brings in change in your mindset and the approach towards life? Here we go. Let's start from here. The research UCLA in 1991, UCLA stands for University of California, Los Angeles, goes on to explain that by changing the movements of the index finger only, a totally separate part of the brain was stimulated and produced different chemicals. Did you know that only a fraction of a centimeter difference in the movement of your hand could produce and stimulate a different part of your brain? It can, and it does. After this research was released, there has been scientific laboratory evidence to support your years of study of the science of handwriting analysis. This link between your handwriting and the stimulation of the brain is now clear. Come on, everybody, type in amaze on the chat box, because what you actually experienced right now was you did not write the letter T. I want to tell you this. This is not the letter T. And the letters don't have the power to change your life. But what has the power to change your life is how you write that letter. Are you with me? Ladies and gentlemen, let me repeat this. Letters don't have the power to change your life. What has power to change your life is how you write that letter. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you exactly what we discussed right now on the screen right now. This is going to be the next level of amazement. So, all of us are used to writing our T bar here, right? We don't actually put it on the top. But now what happened was when I asked you to put on the top, can you see the movement of the fingers? Can you see this movement? So from here, it went to here. Can you see this movement? So this is what is important for us. And when I said why, can you see the way my fingers moved? Can you see this? Can you see this movement, everybody? Yeah, this is what we're talking about. So this is what is stimulating your muscles, the neural pathways. It is actually going up your mind and stimulating. And you know what it is doing? It is actually secreting certain chemical, which is going to bring in behavioral change, which is going to bring in all the changes which we're talking about. And this is called graphotherapy. And if you still do not understand this process, I'll make it more easy for you. Very, very simple. Some of you do exercise and you feel good out of doing exercise when you sweat it out. You know why? Your brain releases endorphins and that you make feel good about it. And that's why some of you are so used to exercise. One day you don't do it, you feel something is missing out. So this is your brain exercise. We're using this to stimulate your mind. And the similar way, your brain releases certain chemicals. Your mind and body is not used to those chemicals. That's why people experience hypertension, people experience loss of energy, no motivation and all these things, because the reason is the right amount of chemicals, which is actually responsible for greater results, is missing in your body. So this is graphotherapy. So the question to all of you is, how many of you are committed to write graphotherapy? And when are you supposed to write this? Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we suggest you to practice graphotherapy. Number one, you should be practicing this every single day in the morning. Why in the morning? Because that's where your alpha state of mind is active. So whatever you do, it actually brings in there. And number two is you have to have a specific time which you need to be doing it, and you have to be maintaining that all these days. Now the question is, how many of you are ready to do graphotherapy? Come on, everybody, type in, Imran, I'm ready. I'm committed to do graphotherapy. Come on, everybody, on the chat box. Oh my God, look at the commitment on the chat box. I know everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to have this. But you know what? How many of you will agree with me? You will not do it. We will not do it. You know why? Human beings don't do anything which does not have a system. Number one. Number two, we don't do anything until there is a supervision. How many of you agree with me? You need to have a system and you need to have a supervision. And if you don't have this two, you don't do it. How many of you agree with me? So that's why I said, I invite you to consider talking about being part of my community, not just about doing one particular activity or a course. So ladies and gentlemen, are you okay if I'm going to share with you an opportunity for all of you to consider how you can be a part of my community and what are we going to be sharing with you once you join my community. So if you're ready for it, everybody type in on the chat box with you, Imran, I want to be part of your community. Come on, you can type in whatever you want to do, but go ahead, show me some love and I'm going to be doing that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Amazing answers on the chat box with you. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Now, how are we going to do this? Everybody look at me. How many of you want a workbook like this sent to you at your residence, whichever part of India you live in? This book is going to be delivered to you and you will be writing in this book every single day. Yes, I'm going to give you something which no other online program offers, a physical material shipped to you. How many of you are excited about it? And you know what? This is beautifully designed. I want to show you how it is done. And by the way, I'm not done with the session. And there is a very important part I'm going to share with you, the things you should have in your signature. All this while I've been talking about signature में जो चीजें नहीं होनी चाहिए, लेकिन रुक जाइएगा. The moment I'm going to come to a concluding part of the webinar, right now I'm giving you an opportunity. I want you to consider this opportunity and please stay back. I'm going to be sharing with you things we should have in your signature. Okay. And I'm also going to talk about why you should be learning this science and why you should consider changing your signature. So please be with me right now. I'm going to take about 10 minutes. I'm going to give you this opportunity. I want you to consider being part of my community. The first thing which you're going to be receiving when you join my community is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a physical book. This is about graphotherapy. It's a 21 days of graphotherapy, which is going to be, done by you. And every day, are you with me? Every day you're going to be writing. So we start with a promise that every day you commit to spend about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Initially it will take you this, and after that it is less than 10 minutes of a job. And this is how you start with the commitment. And we also have given you a guidelines कि आप कैसे करेंगे, इसको कैसे करना है. And the best part is, look at this, everybody. This is day one. And on day one, you just have to write this one page. Now, if you're wondering, Imran, what is this? This is called as a pattern. ये कोई letter नहीं है. Remember, we need to bring in flexibility in your hand before you make any changes, because some of you have not been writing at all. Some of you are not able to move your fingers. Some of you have no flexibility in your hand. So these are the patterns which will bring in flexibility. And this is a very important. And when you join my community, I'll explain you every single pattern. Why you writing like this? इसका फायदा क्या है? और आप ये दूसरों को कैसे share कर सकते हैं? सब चीजें. And to make it easy for you, how many of you are able to see there is a scan code here? You know what? How do you write this, Imran? I don't want to do any errors. How do I do this? So you will just scan this code, and what will open up for you is a 2 minutes or 3 minutes of a video where you can watch how to write this, and then you can write this. How many of you like this idea? Yes. How many of you want me to be with you and I can help you to show you how to do this every single day? Yes, it's possible. And we have leveraged the technology to the best of it. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm sharing with you the entire process. So what we're going to do is, everybody look at this. This is graphotherapy. So every single day, see this is day one, this is day two, this is day three. So if you click on day two, so day two will be this exercise. And there's a video which is explaining to you how to write day two. I'm going to show you every single step कि आपका हाथ कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, कैसे आप लिखेंगे. So I'm going to show you step by step every single day. There's a 2 minutes video. If you look at the length of the video, it's not more than 2 minutes. Can you see this? And you're going to be watching this and you're going to be writing this. How many of you like this idea? Come on, everybody. Right, everybody. Awesome system. AS, awesome system. Yes. So this is what we have done. So you're going to watch a video, write one page. Now what happens next is amazing. You're going to take a picture of what you have written and you're going to send it to us. Are you with me? And you will be assigned a trained handwriting facilitator. Say this word, everybody. We are going to be assigning you a trained handwriting facilitator who will be personally checking what you're writing is right, what has to be repeated, what has to be fixed, what has to be corrected. So you will have one trained facilitator throughout your journey of this 21 days of writing. Everybody write awesome on the chat box. Yeah, this is what it is. So with the experience of 18 years, we have created a beautiful system to give you system, and we also give you supervision, because that's where the results is. And every day when you write, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Every day you write, you will be writing your experience. Imran, what was your experience of writing today's activity? What got stimulated in your brain? What did you feel? And you know what? You can also grade your own experience out of 5. How many, how well did you write this as a start? So this is a very beautifully designed. So this is the first thing which you're going to get as part of the system. So can you see this? So this is going to be part of your graphotherapy. How many of you are excited for this? Yes. Now, I'm going to make it more exciting for you. So can I tell you more things which are part of the membership which you're going to sign up with me? Before we change your signature, I want you to understand the 5 important elements in your personality. I want you to understand the 5 important elements in your personality. So what are the 5 important elements in your personality? We want you to first understand every single aspect which is connected to your personality. So what we're going to do is, can I add one more book to your system? So the one more book which we're going to be adding to the system is, ladies and gentlemen, and that would be, I want you to understand this book. You know what? This book is designed to help you understand all these 5 important areas of your life. आप सोचते कैसे हैं? आप अपने decision कैसे लेते हैं? Are you accumulative? Are you analytical in your approach? And how are your relationships? What is impacting you? You know what? Some of us have a lot of resentment in our relationship, which needs to be really worked on. We have fears and defenses. What are the fears you have and what are the defenses you have developed to counter that fear? We also going to talk about what is your inbuilt strengths. What is things which comes to you naturally. And this is the area of improvement. So just to give you a gist of it, everybody look into your signature. How many of you have a letter M in your signature? So before we make changes in your signature, we want you to first understand what type of M's do you write? Do you write your M's which are like this? And are you writing your M's which are like this? So पहले हम आपके letters को समझेंगे, आपको समझाएंगे कि आपकी handwriting, आपका signature आपके बारे में क्या बोल रहा है, and then you decide whether to keep this or not to keep this. Are you with me on that? So similarly, if you look at your Y's, if you look at your T's, so everything is part of this book. So this is tons of information, okay, which is going to be shared with you. And this is how we're going to be working with you. How many of you are excited about this? Are you ready for it? Are you ready to enroll for this? And you know what? I'm going to make it easy for you. What all you will be learning is, how about I send you this complete study material kit at your doorstep? How many of you want this kit delivered? Come on, everybody, type in kit on the chat box. I'm going to send you this complete kit, and this will have everything you need to understand your handwriting and your signature, and a systematic approach towards changing your handwriting and signature. So you know what all this kit has? Everybody say unbox it. So I'm going to unbox it, and I'm going to show you all the things which you need in this kit. And you know what? Everything. You don't even have to step out of your home to get started with graphotherapy. Starting with, okay, let me show you what all you will be getting. So when I'm going to unbox this, you will be receiving a stationery kit. So when I open up this, you will be receiving all the books which I just talked about it. And more importantly, you will be receiving all the stationery which you need. You know what? We're going to send you a scale, eraser, sharpener, everything. And why do we send all these things to you? Because we want you to understand certain things. We're going to send you a protractor. This will help us to understand what is the angle of your signature, what is the angle of your handwriting. We're going to be using the scale to measure the size of your handwriting and your signature. And I'm going to be sharing with you 3 different pens. And you know why? Because as per our understanding, every pen, everybody has a unique, requirement about the pen. So before you even sign, there's a science behind understanding the pen. So we're going to send you different types of pens. And you know what? There is a science behind choosing the right pen. You're not going to pick up a pen just because it writes well. You're going to pick up a pen because it fits you well in your fingers. You're going to be writing stress-free. Say this word, everybody. You're going to be writing stress-free. And how do you understand this? We are going to be including a video for you, which will have all the things which you need to understand about pen. So everybody, look at your nails. Everybody, look at your fingers. Everybody put your hand up. Look at your fingers. Look at your nails specifically like this. So based on your fingernail, there is a science of choosing the right pen. Are you all with me here? So we have a square nail, we have a rectangular nail, we have a cylindrical nail. So there is a science behind choosing a right pen for yourself, and we will help you to get that right. And your handwriting facilitator will make all these things easy. How many of you are excited about it? Because never heard about all these things. We are going to make every process connected to your handwriting and signature highly systematic and highly scientific. How many of you are excited about it? How many of you are excited about it? Amazing, amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, this is not all. I have so many more things to add up to all these things. So you're going to get physical material. You're going to get all the stationery sent to you. Yes, you will also get a welcome letter, which will have all the things which you need to get started. So what are the different books which you're going to get? So when you unbox this, there's so many things which we're going to be sharing with you. Okay, so what is the first thing which you're going to get? You're going to get the 21 days graphotherapy book. You're going to get the all the letters decoding, and look at your handwriting and signature. What is the pressure of your handwriting? We need to understand, do you have a loop style writing, or do you write a retrace style? What is the size of your letters? So this book is called The Base of the Personality, on which all the things are standing. I also believe there is one more book which we're going to add up. We all study engineering to become engineers. We study medicine to become doctors. What is also important is, ladies and gentlemen, to become successful, you need to study successful people. So I'm going to share with you some of the prominent handwriting samples of famous personalities, and you will get all the newspaper articles of mine where you can understand about the deeper insights of handwriting. And we're going to be understanding some of the famous personalities, how they write. and what we can learn from them and how we can actually imbibe all these things in our own handwriting. So can you see, this is book number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And our fifth book is your workbook. This is the book where you're going to be collecting handwriting samples of others and making notes. So all these things is going to be sent to you as part of your enrollment. So how many of you are excited? How many of you are excited? Imran, ready to learn. Come on, everybody, type in ready to learn. So the question is, how much is it? Imran, how much do I need to pay? As I said, one of the important criteria I'm looking for everybody is, it's not about paying fees. It's not about doing a program with me. You're going to be associated with me as long as you want to, okay? And one-time fee, and you're going to be with me. And what are the things which you're going to be getting? You're going to get a physical material. You will get a handwriting facilitator to be with you for the next 21 days of you practicing graphotherapy. Now, the question is, Imran, after 21 days, what will happen? You will design your own graphotherapy. Yes. We'll also support you in fixing your own handwriting. How many of you are ready for that? Now, how much will it cost me? A physical kit, a personal facilitator to work with you, and how much will it cost you? So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the opportunity for all of you. So if you're willing to invest on your own self, everybody take your hand and on your heart say investment on my own self. So yes, you want to be investing your time and money on your own self. And for the first time, you will be investing above your neck. Everybody, you'll be investing above your neck, above your collar for your own mindset, because this is where the treasure is. This is where the treasure is. And this is what the opportunity for all of you is. So if you're excited, if you want to learn this science, ladies and gentlemen, this program, which we call it as the first step towards handwriting analysis, will be shared with you. And the price for this program is, are you ready for it, everybody? Are you ready for it? So the price is, ladies and gentlemen, this is only for rupees 9,999 rupees. Yes, it includes your physical course material. You will have a personal handwriting facilitator, and you will be with me for next 1 year and as long as you want to. In fact, I want to open it up and say as long as you want to. So this is the price. But you know what? I have it. You all have been awesome participants. The way you have been vibrating with me, the way you have been participating with me. Hold on. I have an offer to make, provided if you register in next 15 minutes. Are you with me? If you register in next 15 minutes, I don't want you to pay me 9,999. How many of you ready for an offer? So right now, there will be a link on your chat box. I want you to go ahead, click that link, register for the program, not for 9,999. You will be only paying me, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for it? You'll be only paying me 5,000 plus GST. So 5,000 is your course fee, and plus GST is, 900 rupees. So the total course fee becomes 5,900 rupees. Can you believe it? Physical course material and all the things which I offered you as part of your offer right now. So go ahead, grab it. You know what? If you register right now, I'm going to add up more bonuses. How many of you love bonuses? Yes, Imran, we love bonuses, but go ahead. You have to sign up in the next 15 minutes. And as I shared with you, stay back. I have more things to share with you. So ladies and gentlemen, if you sign up right now, I'm going to add up one more bonus. The first bonus is physical course material. Second bonus is you're going to have a personal instructor supporting you in the 21 days of your journey. And the third is a very interesting bonus. How many of you want a personal report of your own handwriting and signature from me? How many of you want a personal signature? Are you all with me? Yes, Pavitra. Yes, everybody who are signing up, go ahead, sign up. And we're going to be getting a call from us. There's a Google form which we'll be filling up to complete your shipment, and we will be with you. So what we're going to do right now is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to add up one more bonus. How many of you want a personal handwriting report of yours and your signature by me given to you as part of your sign up with me today? If you're going to sign up with me right now, I'm going to add up one more bonus, and I want to show you how your report looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the report I'm going to be sharing with you. It will be a PDF file which will be shared with you, which is about 17 pages long, which will have information about on what basis we have created this report, what are the areas of your life which we are talking about, and we're going to be looking at your handwriting, and this is how we're going to talk about what is your base of your personality, what are your characteristics, all these things is going to be given to you, a detailed report will be shared with you about your program. So that's the first bonus if you sign up today right now for only 5,900. So if you completed your registration, type in your name on the chat box that you are ready. So come on, everybody. You can also use a Google Pay number. You can also, make a Google Pay, Paytm, all the UPS is already shared, or click on that link. You can pay by credit card or net banking through. Ready for the next bonus? I want to give you access every Wednesday. Everybody make a note of it. Every Wednesday, you will be meeting me live like this, and you will be learning with me all the important dimensions about human behavior, all the important dimensions about handwriting analysis every single Wednesday evening from 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. And the best part is you also get recordings of the sessions which you miss. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you one more important aspect is you will be getting, inner circle call invitation. So ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you, you will get this treasure of information. This is inner circle. Every Wednesday we do it. See, last Wednesday, we talked about procrastination, why people procrastinate. How do you see this in handwriting? And what are the things which you need to understand? So every Wednesday, we have a different topic which we do, and you can attend the session live, and also you get recording sessions. So this is the another bonus. Are you ready for one more bonus? How many of you are writing after a very long time? So I'm going to add up one more bonus to you. And this bonus is, if I'm going to add up cost to all these bonuses, I can do that. But I don't want you to look at the money right now. I want you to look at the treasure of information which you're getting. I want to share with you some hand exercises. Yes, some of you have been writing it after a very long time. So I want to share with you some of the hand exercises which will help you to do this better. So there are about 7 different hand exercises which you're going to be learning with me as part of your writing. So that's one more bonus added there. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? Can I add one more bonus? Can I add one more bonus? Come on, everybody, go ahead, register. 15 minutes is what the timeline is. And all these bonuses are going to be yours if you sign up right now. So one more bonus is, how about you spend some time with me and learn this session, learn this science of handwriting. All these books I'm sending you, all these books I'm sending you. What if I say you don't have to read this? आपको कुछ पढ़ना नहीं है, आपको कुछ समझना नहीं है. मैं every book I'm going to explain it to you, and I'm going to do this in a live program. And you know what? The fees what you paid is good enough only for the material, but look at the bonuses which I'm going to be adding up. So if you are going to sign up right now, I'm going to give you access to a live program, and you get to choose when you attend the live program. Yes, I do this program over a period of time. So every couple of weeks, I give you a new schedule. जब भी आप तैयार हैं, आप ये live class कर सकते हैं. लेकिन मेरी suggestion है, grab the next live session. Don't even miss out on it, because the earlier you do it, the faster you can start working. Because when you join me in the live program, every book is going to be explained to you. I'm going to share this science with you in practical. So what is the process, Imran? What is the system? Thank you, everybody, for all the love on the chat box. Thank you, everybody, for signing up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I want to welcome each one of you with your name on the chat box. So please go ahead, feel, personally welcomed by me, and my team is on it. And if you need any support, go ahead, click the button, and you can actually reach out to us. There's a phone number also mentioned. There is also a Google Pay ID. So go ahead, complete your registration and join us. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, for the people who completed the registration. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to share with you a process. So यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे हम लोग एक live program organize करेंगे where you're going to be learning all these things. Are you all with me? So what is the process? I'm going to share this with you. So what is the first step? This is for all the people who signed up with me. I'm going to give you a step-by-step account about how you're going to do it. The first step is you will get the physical course material. Step number 2, you will start with your graphotherapy. Step number 3, you will meet your handwriting facilitator 2 times in a week or 1 time in a week based on your availability, and you can contact your facilitator to do this. Now, you have a live event. Our live event happens once in a couple of weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep sharing with you the schedule, and you can block as per your convenience, but grab the next live session. We will have a session on Friday from 7 o'clock, 6:45 to 9:45. And I will teach you live hands-on with me. You saw how the setup is. We're going to show you every single letter. So Friday, entire day, you do whatever you want to do. Evening, you have to meet me. Saturday, you have to do the evening class and you have to do it only once. You don't have to do it every Saturday, Sunday. नहीं, एक ही बार आपको करनी होगी और कब आप करेंगे आप तय कर सकते हैं. So once we meet on Saturday. Now, I want you to be with me on Sunday entire day. One of the reasons why I want you to spend the entire day with me is because when you participate with intensity, you tend to perform best. When you participate with intensity, you tend to perform best. And you know what? Something amazing is going to happen on Sunday. हम लोग सुबह 10 बजे से start करेंगे, शाम में 6:30 बजे end करेंगे. Everybody make a note of my promise. My promise is at 5 o'clock, you will be learning the science so beautifully in the 2 days. You will be learning the science so powerfully. किसी की भी handwriting को अगर आप देखेंगे, आप उनकी analysis कर सकते हैं. किसी का भी आप signature देखेंगे, you will be able to analyze that, because I'm going to give you the training how you can do it for anybody else. And this is part of this program with the fees what you have paid to me. And you know what? This is what is going to happen. Yes, that is the best part about it. And if you don't know, Imran, really possible hai, ye ho sakta hai. So let's hear from some of our participants.
Just completed my first analysis as a handwriting analyst, and I'm very, very, very happy to say that after doing this for almost 2 full days, I've got 100% score with my first analysis. So a great start. I'm looking forward to many more success stories, and thank you, Imran, for presenting so many different and beautiful concepts in such an easy and nice way. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Priyanka Singha, and I have just completed my handwriting analysis of my father, and I have scored 80, and I'm really happy to share it because this is the second handwriting that I've analyzed after me, and this is just only due to guidance of Mr. Imran Baig sir, and I'm really thankful for towards him. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Deepak TR. Just now I finished my handwriting analysis course with Imran. Just 15 minutes back, I just finished my first handwriting analysis in just 10-15 minutes. It was such a big surprise. I finished my analysis of my wife and she gave me a 100 out of 100 mark. I was so surprised. I never expected so fast I could learn. Imran is such a great teacher about handwriting analysis.
I can go on, and this is all what is possible. Are you all with me? This is all is possible. Now, the question is, Imran, I want to work on my signature. I want to work on my handwriting. Why should I be analyzing other people's handwriting? Here is the answer. Number one, when you analyze others' handwriting, the faith, the conviction you have on the science will double. How many of you agree with me? The confidence level will double. Number one. Number two, why not analyze other people around you when you can understand them? Are you with me? You know, no matter what profession you are in, you know, if you're sitting there and thinking, Imran, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a government employee, I'm a teacher, I'm a trainer, I'm a coach and everything, no matter who you are, we deal with human beings in and out. How many of you agree with me? Give me because if you agree with me on that. Now, if I tell you, how about having access, about understanding people around you, and you connect with them exactly the way you are and exactly the way they are not? Can you see that? You're having a deeper connect with people, not what you think they are, exactly the way they are and exactly the way they are not. And this is a very powerful gift which you can give it to yourself. You can ease out on your relationships, you can manage people around you. And you know what, if you ask me, Imran, one big reason why everybody should learn this science and practice this science is, everybody, I want you to learn this science, are you with me? To develop a personality in which people around you feel calm and comfortable in your presence. Let me say that again. If you ask me, one big reason why you should be learning this science and apply it in your life is, I want you to develop a personality, this powerful personality, and in your presence, people around you should feel calm and comfortable, because only when people are calm and comfortable in your presence, the best of behavior comes out, the best of expression comes out, and that's where the amazing results gets created. Are you with me on that? Give me a biggest if you're with me on that. So this is one of the biggest reasons why you should be doing the program. And I'm not done. I'm going to add up one more bonus. Now, if you're sitting there and thinking, Imran, graphotherapy, he's a kitna result aega, what all results which I can generate in terms of graphotherapy alone, You'll be amazed with the type of results graphotherapy alone can bring into your life. I want to make you meet somebody who practiced graphotherapy, and this is what she manifested. I can show you tons of testimonials, but right now, this is for you. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this testimonial. Let's speak to Anshu now, and after that, Alkaji. So, Anshu, what is the gratitude you want to share?
Good evening.
To Anshu.
Hi, everyone. सबसे पहला gratitude तो आपको है. Many thanks to you. I have come across two things basically. एक तो I have opened for the opportunities जो आ रही हैं. I'm not resistant to them now. The best part is that. And उसके साथ साथ I am open to now opportunities के साथ obviously कहते हैं ना लक्ष्मी आती है साथ में. So जब opportunities आ रही है तो लक्ष्मी जी भी साथ में आ रही है. So that is a gain I can say.
I have a lot of testimonials how graphotherapy has helped people to better their mindset, better their opportunity quotient. And ये सब आपके लिए भी possible है. All it requires is commit some time out of your life and take up this beautiful activity. This is for you, and for you. And it's just not about changing your signature. It's about first understanding. Remember, change is highly sacred in nature. पहले आप अपने आप को समझेंगे, and then you will take the action. And all this will happen in a very systematic way, because this is what is our experience of 18 years of supporting people. And the best and the important, gift is you are going to be working on your own self, and you are going to be operating as a leader, not as a follower. And one more bonus, which I want to add up to all of you who are going to sign up with me, is that I want to give you a participation certificate for doing this program. Yes, I want to give you a participation certificate for doing this program with me. So all this is going to happen. So many more things is going to open up for you. I can go on and on and on. The idea is I invite you to consider my invitation, join my community. One time you're making the payment, but you'll be associated with me as long as you want to. I'm saying 1 year, but you can actually welcome to do it more than 1 year. You can attend my all Wednesday session, one-time access for the live program, which will happen once in a couple of weeks. So you can actually sign up and be there as per your convenience. 21 days of graphotherapy, personal support until 21 days. After that, you can choose what you want to do. And if you were thinking, Imran, okay, there's one program, after that, there'll be another level 2 or level 3. No, this is a complete program by itself. Yes, I do offer a coaching, personal mentorship. If you are looking forward to become a professional handwriting analyst, yes, if you want to become like me, you want to add value to people's life, and you want to become a professional handwriting analyst, you want to get certified under us, we are going to be supporting you in understanding. But before that, this is the first step. यहाँ से आपकी शुरुआत होगी. And if you want to become a personal handwriting analyst, professional handwriting analyst, we will personally mentor you if you want to continue your journey with us. But this is a complete program by itself. So go ahead, sign up. Congratulations, every single person who signed up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Amazing. Yes, you can sign up now. You can choose when the graphotherapy will start. Simple process. You sign up today, the material will get shipped by tomorrow or day after. And the moment you receive your material, before that only we'll activate your online access. You can start watching videos and access. And then your facilitator is going to call up you. You're going to fix up a time. You're going to have a one-to-one meeting first, and then they will get to do it. And when you meet me in the live classroom, I will do your analysis. I will help you to decode your own handwriting and signature. And this is how it's going to go on. Okay. So thank you everybody who signed up. All the names are on the chat box. And you know what, I'm really looking forward. I'm going to be personally, sending you voice notes of welcome to, the community, because I want to honor and respect you. Remember, thank you for taking some time out of your life for your own life. Now, if you're still sitting there and not yet decided whether to do the program or not, I have a lot of reasons to give it to you. But you know what? One of the things is you need to really grab this opportunity. So now the question is, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Coming back to the learning, I want to share with you all the things which you need to have in your signature. So are you ready? So we call this segment as Let's Get It Right. So thank you everybody for giving me an opportunity to sign up with us and be a part of our community. And now let's continue with our learning. Let's get your signature right. Number one, the signature should be dominated by the capital letter. Remember, I told you the first letter should be at least 4 times bigger than the rest of the letters. So this is very important, and this will give you a sense of, scientific approach towards your signature. Number 2, your signature should be 45-degree uphill. This basically gives you an opportunity to look at the brighter side of the world, brighter side of the opportunities, and you will be willing to take risk, calculated risk. So this is important. Number 3, the signature should be partly readable. So if you have a signature, at least your first name should be readable, or at least your surname should be readable. So your signature should be at least partly readable so that people can connect with you. And this is one of the important things. If you look at Ratan Tata, you can at least read Ratan. Number 4 is your signature should always have an underline. So this is Devanand's signature, the evergreen hero of Bollywood. And this is how you need to be having your signature. Number 5, your signature must be free of areas of improvement. Yes, there are 6 things which we don't want anybody to have in your signature, which will be covered in the live program, which you're going to be doing with me, because your signature should not be having any of those. And number 6 is no overwriting, no circling, and no scratching over or, cutting through your signature. Not a good idea at all. So these are the things which I want you to consider. And I really want you to, look forward to have you all learning this science. But now what is important is why you should be learning this science. One of the important approach towards this science is, ladies and gentlemen, what all your signature can talk about you and how we can actually decode this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The first step is analyze and identify. The second step is awareness. You know what? You need to take some time to relate to the scenarios and situations in your life where you felt like this. Number 3, you need to identify your resistance. Everybody do this. You need to identify your resistance, because this is what is going to help you. Because some of you want to do the good things for yourself, but there's a lot of resistance for your body. And you will experience this when you write 21 days of graphotherapy. It looks easy, it's doable, but there will be a lot of resistance your body is going to develop, which will tell you not to do it. You will fall ill, you will find a lot of resistance. Now, I'm not scaring you, but I'm just giving you, this is the scenarios in our life. जब भी कोई अच्छी चीज होने की होती है ना, कुछ ना कुछ होता है जहाँ पे आप continue नहीं कर पाते. So this is one of the ways your body is reacting, because remember, fear of success. But आप हार नहीं मानेंगे, आप commit करेंगे. You're going to be focusing on, you have to get this right. Are you with me? You have to get this right. So now, if you're sitting there and still not decided why you should be doing this program or why you should be signing up with us, I have a lot of reasons to give it to you. One of the reasons is you have to develop a personality. Are you projecting authenticity on a subconscious level? Why are you not getting offers? Why are you not able to, grab the opportunities around you? Because your signature or your handwriting or the energy, the mindset is all about projecting inauthenticity. Remember, we discussed about, is your plan B bigger than your plan A? You need to really spend some time and get this right. And this is the third important reason. We call this as self-deceit. Most of us end up lying to our own self in the name of being positive, in the name of, looking at the, positive side of life. What is self-deceit? Apne aap ko jhoot bolna. Now, if you're sitting there and wondering, Imran, दूसरों को झूठ बोल scenario. How many of you have met people who have diabetic, who are not supposed to be eating sweets for given reasons, but they'll go to parties, they'll pick up one gulab jamun and say, "Ek khane se kuch nahi hota." I'm just a social drinker, Imran. Once in a while I drink, so nothing will happen. So can you see that how kisse aal jhoot bolen? And there's so many areas in our life. We think our relationships are fine. We think our finances are right. And somewhere you're lying yourself. So there's a very thin line behind being positive or you're lying yourself. Number 4, which is very important, that why you need to be really considering doing this program, is resentment. Somewhere deep down, there are certain things which are constantly bothering you. आपको लगता है कि कुछ लोगों की वजह से आपकी जिंदगी में जो भी changes आ रहे हैं, जो भी results आ रहे हैं, and you hold somebody else responsible for that, and deep down you have this emotion which is actually killing yourself. You know what? Simple लफ्जों में अगर आपको मैं बताऊं, what is resentment? Resentment is like you drinking poison and expecting somebody else to die. तो नुकसान किसका हो रहा है? Yes, all this can be decoded looking at your handwriting and signature, and that's why I want you to be the part of this process, and I want you to get this right. And you also come across people around you whose ideology and principles are changing every day. Today they are committed to do something, next day something changes. So you have flexibility. This is also not a good idea to have. And are you experiencing fear of success? Can you see? I can go on and on, give you tons of reasons why you should do the program. But the question is very, very simple. I want you to remove all the dust which you have accumulated of being self-critical, what people have to say about you, what people have been thinking about you, and you not taking actions in your life. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've not yet decided, go ahead, decide, take action, join the community, because what is more important is to work on this, because that's where the important results are. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for attending this session and giving your valuable time to us. I'm sure you are going back home with tons of information about what is the possibility which you can create for yourself using this powerful tool of handwriting analysis and graphotherapy. And those of you signed up with us, thank you so much. I'm super excited, looking forward to meet you in the live sessions and also in the Wednesday sessions. So what will happen right now is I hope you all have got the Google form. Please fill up that, confirm your shipping address with us. The physical material is going to reach you soon. And once you get that, my handwriting facilitator will call you and get you started, tell you how to go about it. And they will be there with you for the next 21 days of graphotherapy. You don't have to meet us every day. You'll meet us once in a week or twice in a week in the evening. And whatever your convenient time, our facilitators will give you a fixed timing so that you can plan your week accordingly. And then plan your live session with me. And then when we meet, then we go through this detailed discussion about handwriting. We're going to learn more than 35, 40 things about your own handwriting and your signature. And do follow us on the Instagram, do subscribe us on the YouTube channel, because we are growing our online presence and we have been doing this for the past 18 years now. And you're most welcome to take this forward. You know what my mission is? My mission is to have you all duplicating the science, spreading this word to many more people in your life. You speak your language, you speak, you present this science in your own way, and let's have more and more people access to this powerful science. Remember, the power to change your life is inside of you, not outside of you. Are you all with me? Thank you so much. Next time when you see my advertisement, please share some love. Tell us, tell the people what is that which you learned and what is the opportunity which you got for yourself. And I'm really looking forward to meet you soon. So once again, thank you so much for being here and signing up with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.